Hello everyone, my name is Nikita and I am from the Bodhi Academy. In the last videos, we had covered the chapter which is electricity. We have covered all the concepts of this chapter, and in this video, we will be solving some previous year important questions of the same chapter which are frequently asked questions in the Goa board. So in the first, I have the choose the correct alternative, which are 1-mark questions. Here over the first question we have is the commercial unit of electric energy. Commercial unit of electric energy. Okay, so the options over here are watt, joule, kilowatt and kilowatt hour. Okay, and the correct option over here, as we have studied, is the commercial unit is kilowatt hour. Okay, option D. The next question is a device used to measure the potential difference. Is it the voltmeter, the ammeter, odometer or galvanometer? We know that for potential difference it is the voltmeter, and for current it will be the ammeter. Okay. The next question over here is the product of current and potential difference gives us the value of dash. Now, potential difference and current, this product. Which is this formula? For which quantity do we use this formula? Is it for resistance, electrical energy, power or resistivity? It is for power. We have studied in the previous video that power, electric power is equals to potential difference into the current. Okay. Now, the next question is 1 milliampere is equals to dash amperes. Okay. For microampere it is 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, and for milliampere it is 10 raised to minus 3. So the answer over here is 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so these are the most frequently asked questions in the choose the correct alternative. Okay, second also is a 1-mark question wherein we have to observe the correlation in the first pair and carefully complete the second pair. Now, what is the correlation between, now this is the first pair, this becomes the first pair. Observing the correlation in this first pair, we have to do the same thing for the second pair. Now, what is the correlation between SI unit of current and ampere? This says that the SI unit of current is ampere. Okay, so same way you have to apply that logic over here. Okay, so over here SI unit of charge. What is the SI unit of charge? SI unit of charge, we know that it is coulomb. Okay, so answer over here is coulomb. Now the second, voltmeter is connected in parallel fashion, parallel arrangement. Ammeter is connected in series. Okay, now the third one, the resistance is given as ohm. So this means that they are talking about the SI unit of resistance, which is ohm. Okay, now what will be the SI unit of electric charge? We know that it is coulomb. Okay, now voltmeter is used to measure the potential difference. Ammeter is used to measure the current. Okay, now fuse, the material. Now fuse and lead is given. This means that the material used for making the fuse is lead. Okay, so what is the material used to make the bulb filaments? We have already discussed, and it is tungsten filament. Okay, now resistance, and this is a symbol of ohm, means it is talking about the SI unit of resistance. And in the second place we have the resistivity. So what is the SI unit of resistivity? It is ohm meter. So in this way we have to solve this correlations. Okay, now our next question is to write the symbols for the following electrical components. Now what is the symbol for electric cell? Okay, the symbol for electric cell is the positive and the negative, only this much, the positive and the negative. Okay, second is closed plug key, means we have to show the closed plug key. These are the components used to make the electrical circuit. Okay, now the next word, give one word for the following. Same thing, the SI unit of electric charge, we know that it is coulomb. We have to write the whole word, okay, not just a simple. Now the instrument used to measure the potential difference, it is the voltmeter. Okay, now in the next one we have a problem. Okay, a question. We have a question. So the question is, Mrs. Desai connected a grinder, a refrigerator, exhaust fan and a bulb to the same socket. While running the grinder, the fuse goes off. Why did the fuse go off? Okay, now this is the application. Here we have to use the application of fuse. Okay, now first of all you have to say that all these are connected on the same socket, so there will be overload of current. There will be overload of current, and as there will be overload of current, there will be a large amount of heat generated. And when there's large amount of heat generated, what happens to the fuse? How the fuse functions in this case? The fuse breaks, the fuse wire melts and the circuit breaks. And in order to protect all these equipments, the fuse goes off. Okay, so this will be the answer for this question. Now next is, state the difference between ammeter and voltmeter with respect to the following point. What is the point? So you have to pay attention to the whole question. It says that you have to with respect to this point, the way the circuit is connected. Okay, so you have to just give one difference with respect to this point. Now how we will differentiate based on this point? In ammeter it is the series connection, and voltmeter it is connected in parallel. That's it. Ammeter is connected in series and voltmeter is connected in parallel. Okay, yes. Now next is, calculate the effective resistance of the three resistors. R1 equals to 10 ohms, R2 equals to 15 ohms and R3 equals to 30 ohms connected in parallel. Okay, so now first of all, parallel connection. So you have to apply the formula of parallel connection. What is the formula? The formula for parallel is 1 upon Rp equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3, which is equals to, so in place of R1 you have to put 1 upon 10 plus 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 30. Okay, now I have to solve this. So for solving, I will take the LCM of all this. Okay, the LCM of all this, and after taking the LCM of all this, I get the final LCM as 30. So I have to make all these 3 equals to 30. So 10 into 3, so 1 into 3 plus 15 into 2, 1 into 2 plus 1 upon 30 into 1 into 1. So this will be equals to 3 plus 2 plus 1 upon the denominator is 30. Okay, so this will be 6 upon 30. So we have 1 upon Rp equals to 6 upon 30. So now how do I solve this? This is reciprocal, so I have to get Rp. I have to do reciprocal of this. Okay, so Rp is equals to 30 by 6, which will be equals to 5 ohms. So the effective resistance of the circuit of the 3 resistors is 5 ohms. Okay, so this is just an example of one of the numericals. Now the next is 2 mark questions. Okay, this is just a statement given. Electricity has a important place in modern society. So you have to name this now. So the first one is a metal used for making the filament of the bulb. What it is? It is tungsten. Okay. Next one is the SI unit of resistivity, which is ohm meter. Again we have the same kind. Electricity plays an important role in the modern society. Okay, based on that you have questions over here. Okay, the questions are: draw a circuit diagram as given below. Connect 3 resistors R1, R2 and R3 in parallel. Connect them with a battery, ammeter, a plug key Insert a voltmeter across the resistors and show the direction of the current. Now the main thing you have to pay attention is the arrangement of the resistors, which is in parallel. So how do we start? First of all, we will make the arrangement of the parallel circuit. Okay. So this is R1, R2. Okay. Now I will leave this here and I'll draw the cell, the battery. Okay, this is the plus, positive, this is the negative. Here we have the key. Okay. Over here we have the ammeter. Across the resistors is the voltmeter. Okay, so all the components are come. Let's check. So this is R1, R2, R3 resistors with a battery, yes. Ammeter, yes. Then plug key, yes. Voltmeter, yes. And show the direction of the current. So this is positive and negative, right? So current will move. Yeah. So we have to show the direction of the current. Okay. This is the direction of the current. Okay. So now what is the next question over there? An electrical appliance of power rating 300 volts is connected to a 200 volt supply line. Calculate the current drawn by the appliance. So this is a problem you need to solve. First of all, we have to write what is given in the question. What is given over here? Power rating. So P is given, right? Okay. So P is given as 300 volts. Okay. Then what is given is the potential difference, 200 volts. Calculate the current. Okay. So look, calculate the current. So current we have to find. Looking at these three quantities, which formula do we use? We will be using P equals to VI, which is, so V is given as 200, I we need to find. Now this is given as 300. So this can be solved as I equals to 300 upon 200, which will come to 1.5. Yes, 1.5. Now what is the most important thing over here? Writing the SI unit. The SI unit of current is the ampere. Okay. So this is the solution of this problem. Okay. Now we will be moving on to the next. Yeah. So now draw a circuit diagram as shown below. Connect two resistors R1. Connect three resistors R1, R2 and R3. Okay, in series and connect them with a battery. So same thing, this question is same as this question, only the difference here is this is connected in parallel and this is connected in series. Okay, in series. So you have to show the arrangement of only the connection of the resistors arrangement will change. It will be this way. Okay, now so the next is the problem. 100 joules of heat are produced each second in a 4 ohm resistance. Calculate the current flowing through the resistor. So now what is given over here? First of all, 100 joules heat, this is given. So H is given as 100 joules each second. So time T is given as each second, no? So it is 1 second. Okay, and in 4 ohm resistance, so resistance is given as 4 ohms. Calculate the current flowing through the resistor. Okay, so here you have to find the current, right? So looking at all this, which formula do we apply over here? We have to apply the formula of Joule's law of heating, which is H is equals to I square RT. Okay, I square is the quantity which we need to find out, so I am writing as it is. H is given as 100 joules, resistance is given as 4 ohms and time is given as 1 second. Okay, so 100 equals to I square into 4. Okay, so this we can solve as 100 upon 4 equals to I square. Okay, so 4 25, I square will be equals to 25. Now we need I, right? I. If I square is 25, what will be I? I will be 5. Okay, square root. Right? So we have current as 5 amperes. Okay. Now the next is a question. Write the function of rheostat in an electric circuit. Okay. So the rheostat is used to regulate the resistance, the variable resistance in electric circuit, so that there is control on the current. Okay, the current is controlled. The rheostat will produce the resistance which is required for controlling the current. This is the function of the electric circuit. This is the function of the rheostat. Okay. Next, connect 3 resistors R1, R2, R3 in series. So again you have to draw the circuit diagram and solve this question. Okay, if the resistance R1 is equals to 5, R2 equals to 4, R3 equals to 6, find total resistance in the above circuit. Okay, now first of all, how it is connected in series. Okay, so in series, what is the formula for total resistance? Rs equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3, which is equals to 5 plus 4 plus 6, which is equals to 15. Okay, so the total resistance if this circuit is 15 ohms. Now we will see the next question, which is in the domestic electric circuit, the microwave and the refrigerator are always connected in parallel. Why? This we have already discussed. Okay, different electrical gadgets. So how do we answer this? We start like different electrical gadgets require different current to operate properly. Okay, in series connection, if you connect them in series connection, the current flowing through the entire circuit is the same. Okay, so this won't be practical to connect them in series. In parallel, each of the resistor have the current flowing through each of the electrical gadgets is different. The current is divided, and hence each of the device gets its own current, and that's the reason they are connected in parallel. Okay, now we go to the next question. Connect 3 resistors R1, R2, R3 in series and connect them with a battery, ammeter and plug key. Insert a voltmeter. Now same, so you have to again draw the circuit diagram in series connection. Okay, so the direction of the current, flow of the current. If the resistance of each resistor is 4, 8 and 12 ohms respectively, find total resistance in the above circuit. So again you have to do the same thing. Rs is equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Here is 4 plus 8 and 12, which will be 24. Okay, which will be 24 ohms total. Okay, you have to add all this. Then the question is, in a domestic electric circuit, the fans and tube lights are always connected in parallel. Why? So the answer is the same as discussed above. Okay, now these questions are similar to the first one. Okay, you can see them. Connect 3 circuits, that is with the ammeter, plug key, then find total resistance. Okay, then why is it not practical to connect electric bulb and heater in series? In series, the current flowing through the entire circuit is the same, and these gadgets require different currents. That's the reason. Okay, now connect the 2 resistors R1 and R2 in parallel and connect them with the battery. Again the same thing, then you have to find the resistance. Okay. Now pay attention to this question. what will happen to the resistance, that is R, and the current, okay, that is I, if the length of the wire, of the nichrome wire, is increased in the circuit. Okay, so what you have to, which formula you have to apply over here? We have studied that the resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. If the length is increasing, the resistance will increase. So here what they are doing, if the length of the nichrome wire is increased, okay, they are saying that they have increased the length of the wire, so obviously the resistance will increase, Now what will happen to the current? The current will decrease. Okay, so you have to first say, as resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. If the length is increasing, the resistance will increase, and as resistance is increasing, the current will decrease. Okay, now again the same thing. Draw a circuit diagram. Connect the resistors 5 ohms, 10 ohms and 30 ohms in series. Connect them with a battery, ammeter, plug key, insert a voltmeter, show the flow of the current. Calculate the effective resistors when connected in parallel. So you have to pay attention over here. You have to draw the circuit in series, okay, but then you have to solve it to find the resistance in parallel connection. Okay, yes, so you have to read the question very properly, very carefully. Then still two factors on which the resistance of the conductor depends. So the resistance of the conductor depends on the two factors we have just now discussed. First is the length and second is the area of the conductor. Okay, yes, so now going on to the next one. Draw a circuit for verifying Ohm's law. So you have to draw a circuit diagram with showing all the ammeter, the voltmeter, okay, connect a resistor, ammeter, plug key, battery, show the direction of the flow of the current. Now find out the following from the electric circuit given below. So this is the electric circuit. Pay attention to the circuit, okay. You have to find out these two things. So the first thing is total resistance of the resistors in the above combination. So you have to find the total resistance in this connection. So first of all, pay attention to the connection. Okay, let's look at this. These two, 8 ohms and 8 ohms. Let's give them names. Okay, numbers. Let this be R1, let this be R2, and let this be R3. Okay. Now how to solve this? First of all, how are this? This R1 and R2 are in parallel connection, and then these two are in series with this. Okay, these two are in parallel connection and these are in series. Okay, in series with R3. So how will this happen? 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus R3. Okay, so how to solve this? 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8 plus 4. Okay, so now first let's solve this part. So this will be, the denominator is common, so this will be 2 upon 8, and further it will be 8 upon 2, which will be 4, and this plus will get down, so 4 plus 4, so the answer is 8. Okay, yes, 8 ohms. So the total resistance in the circuit is 8 ohms. Now the next thing they have asked to find, this is done. Next thing they have asked to find is find out the current flowing through the circuit. Now how do I find the current? What do I have? I have the resistance as 8 ohms. Okay, and in the circuit I can find that I have the potential difference also. So which formula do I apply? I have to apply Ohm's law over here, which is V equals to IR. Now what is V? V is 8 volts. I is what we need to know, and resistance is 8 also. Okay, so now 8 upon 8 equals to I, so I equals to 1 ampere. So the current in the circuit is 1 ampere. Okay, now the next one. Observe the circuit diagram and answer the questions given below. In the first one, okay, find total resistance of the circuit. So you have to find the total resistance of the circuit. Okay, total resistance of the circuit. So how to find total resistance? You have to, again the same thing, you have to find first the parallel and then connect them with series. So you can say that this will be 1 upon 3. So this is R1, yeah, 1 upon, so this will be 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3 plus R1. Okay, so 1 upon R2 is 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6 plus 4. Okay, so this will be 6 plus 3 upon 18, which is 18 upon 9, which will be equals to 2 plus 4. This is this thing, so the answer will be 6 ohms. Okay, total current flowing in the circuit. Total current flowing in the circuit. Total current would be, you have to again solve it as VIR. Okay, V equals to IR. So potential difference is 12 ohms and the current is, okay, current is something which we need to find out, and the resistance is 6. So the answer would be 12 upon 6, which, so current will be 2 amperes. Okay, now the next is potential difference across R1. Now what is R1? R1 is 4 ampere. Now we know that in the series the current is the same and potential difference is different. So what will be the potential difference? It will get divided in all these three, right? V1, V2 and V3. Okay, so the circuit, so these two will have the same potential difference as 12. Okay, and here it will get divided. So here the potential will be, it will get divided, so the potential difference will be 6 volts. Okay, 6 volts, as it is 12 and it will get divided over here, so it will be 6 volt. Okay, so how it is, means the total is 12 and in here it is in series with this connection. This total will have 12 and this one will have 6. Okay, next question is, bulbs are usually filled with chemically inactive gases such as nitrogen and argon. Okay, why is it so? Okay, we know that it is to increase the life of the filament. Okay, increase the life of the filament. Okay, so now here also is the same thing. You have to first find out the resistance in R1, R2 and R3. So how you will find out? This will be 1 upon 9 plus 1 upon 9 plus 1 upon 9. 1 upon 9 because they are in parallel connection. So how you solve this? 3 upon 9, which will be 9 upon 3. So the answer will be 3. Okay, 3 ohms. Total resistance across the circuit. Okay, total resistance across the circuit is 3. Total current, you have to say V equals to IR. Okay, V is 20, I we don't know, and R we have found out it as, okay, so R, so total, first of all, total resistance in the circuit would be containing R4 also. So this will have 1 upon 4. Okay, so this with the answer will change. Now whatever answer you get over here, you have to put here and find the value of the current. Okay, total current. Now how does resistance depend on the area of the cross section of the conductor? We have already studied. The resistance is inversely proportional to the area of the resistance is inversely proportional to the area of the conductor. Okay, to verify Ohm's law, VI graph is a straight line that passes to the origin. What does this indicate? Okay, this indicates that as the potential difference is increasing, the current also increases. Means the potential difference to the circuit is directly proportional to the current. Okay, now here we have another question. Again we have the conductor, we have the lamp connected. Okay, now potential difference across you have to find the potential difference across the lamp and the conductor. So now first of all, these two are connected in series. Okay, so the RS resistance you have to take, which is equals to 10 plus 50, which is equals to 60 ohms. Okay, now you have current is given as 0.20. you have to find the potential difference, so you have to use V equals to IR formula, which comes to, so you have to put 0.20 into 60. Okay, then you have to write what the answer you're getting here. So this will be the potential difference. Okay, now again you have to find the power. So power formula is VI. Okay, VI. V potential difference value you have to add, and I is what is given over there, 0.20. So this will be in watts. Okay, now how does the resistance depend on the length of the conductor? The resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. Okay, why are alloys used in electrical devices like electric iron? So you have to apply an application over here, the application of heat. Electric iron uses the heating effect of electric current application. Okay, for it to operate, it requires the temperature of the circuit to be very high. Okay, it requires high amount of temperature, and for this purpose you need metals which can take up the high temperatures, which is done by the alloys. So that's the reason alloys are used in making up of iron. Okay, the last question for today is, draw a circuit diagram connecting battery, plug key, ammeter and voltmeter across two resistors in parallel. So two resistors will be in parallel, so the direction of the current. If the value is of the resistor is 5 ohms and 12 ohms respectively, calculate the equivalent resistance. So what do you have to do here? You have to do 1 upon Rp equals to 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 12 and get the answer. Okay, now will the current flow more easily through a thin or a thick wire of the same metal where connected to the same source? Now this is little applicative question. So what is the question? Will the current flow through a thick or a thin wire? So you have to talk about the resistance over here. First of all, resistance is inversely proportional to the area of the cross section. Now when talking about the thickness and the thinness of the wire, it is talking about the area of cross section. Okay, and resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section. If area is decreasing, the resistance is increasing. So in case of a thin wire, the area would be decreased and the resistance would be increased. So will the current be increased or decreased? The current will be decreased. Current will be less. Okay. Now in case of thick wire, the area is increased. If area is increased, resistance is decreased. The current will be increased and there will be more current. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. Now, so we are at the end of the worksheet, and we have solved enough questions, and these are the most frequently asked questions in Goa board exams. Okay, so here we are ending the chapter 10 standard science chapter electricity, and we have also solved the sufficient questions to be answered. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel.